This is Dragon Slayer here, and today I'm going to be doing the Dragon Age playthrough. This is Dragon Age Inquisition, the third in its series, and I believe there's a fourth one coming out. But I just made my elf here. She's an elven mage. I've already imported my story, and I named her Luviana. There's, I think, 4 playable races. It's dwarves, elves, humans, and Canari. So without further ado, let's go.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
What do you mean everyone's dead?
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need her, Cassandra. I can't believe it. All those people. Dead.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember... running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman?
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the forward camp, Liliana. I will take her to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. Call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is. And you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
I understand.
Then...
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
Alright guys, so if you guys aren't familiar with the Dragon Age series, this is the third one in the series. There's Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age Origins takes you to the Grey Warden side and explains a little bit more about them. So, in the first one, you're pretty much going around as the Grey Warden saving Ferelden from the Blight and Darkspawn. The second one, well, mages and Templars go at it in that one, and it leads up to this one. Don't want to spoil too much. But during cutscenes, I'm not going to talk, just so you guys get the full story.
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
So, just a quick note. You guys want to search around for like items and crafting materials, because they'll help you with your potions and your armor making later. That's what that function is.
Stay behind me!
So as you'll notice, tutorials pop up, but I kind of just ignore them. I already know what I'm doing.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
All right. Have it your way.
Wait. You don't need a staff, but you should have one. I cannot protect you. I should remember you agreed to come willingly.
Again, you want to search around for loot and whatnot.
Where are all
If you-
your soldiers?
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now.
If you notice that approval coming up, that's because you can build friendships with approval, but you can also destroy them with disapproval. But you don't always have to get approval. You can get some disapproval and some approval. Either way it works. As long as you don't get total disapproval all the time. I mean, unless you want to, that's on you. There's 3 DLCs for this. There's Trespasser. Well, like, for story continuation wise, there's Trespasser, The Descent, and the Jaws of Hakon.
Flank them, we may gain the advantage.
I have all 3, so later on I'll show you them. Basically, in Kirkwall, there was a outbreak of mages being controlled, restricted, and that's where you're at in 2. And Meredith tried to control the mages and then tried to kill them all, so I selected to support them. I always support mages. I don't think they should be hated just because of what they are. It's always a good idea to backtrack and make sure you didn't miss anything. I think I missed something. Yep, I missed something on the ground. I'll get it on my way back. Some gold is laying around. You want to try and save up as much gold as possible. Things on here are expensive. The elves, the dwarves, and the humans and Canary all have their own religions, but it's not uncommon for some to follow the same religion. You have 2 types of elves, Dalish and City. Dalish wander around on their own, and the City elves are pretty much slaves to the humans. Servants, or whatever you want to call them. I do not recommend just jumping off. You do take fall damage unless you're in your like home base, like Haven or Skyhold. Unfortunately, we gotta do a lot of walking for now. So basically, mages are watched over by Templars, or are supposed to be, and protected from demons, because they're supposed to be easily subjected to being possessed. But like everything else, power gets abused. But the other DLCs, there's like the deluxe items, there's the flaming items, some other add-ons you get for like after you beat the prologue, basically. There are some people that reappear in the games.
Who's fighting? You'll see soon. We must help them.
Cassandra, the one following me, is in the first 2 games, and she has her own animated movie called The Dawn of the Seekers. I think you can watch that on Hulu. But Liliana, the one that was at the beginning, is on all 3 games. Colin's in all 3 games. Varric appears in the first 2, the second and this one. And then you have Alistair and some other people that's in all of them. These are like cause and effect games.
Quickly, before more come through!
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
I closed that thing. How?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass-deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Are you with the Chantry, or...?
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Like you, Solus is an apostate.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
And what will you do once this is over?
One hopes those in power will remember who helped, and who did not. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well... Bianca's excited.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
That's the way to go, but if you go up here, there's some loot. If you have the Trespasser DLC, later on you'll be able to, like here soon when you get to Haven, you'll be able to transfer items you've collected through previous games, like schematics and some crafting materials and stuff. It's pretty handy. How you doing, Chip?
Demons ahead!
Glad you brought me now, Seeker?
Sandra, get back over here. Sometimes your guys will just randomly wander off. It's quite funny sometimes. But this is like a strategy guide. You can move people around to attack. Or, like I do, I make them defend me. Oh, I'm over here. And I build a wall around myself. You guys aren't doing a very good job at defending me. There you go. So hence the wall. The reason I chose the female to start off with is they're pretty much, it's like they're downgraded, and in this world, like, men rule everything, so it's much more satisfying to see women rise. Chip, is that very smart? Are you the one driving? Hopefully not. Or how you doing that? It's over here. For some reason this fire don't hurt you, but later on if you step in something like this, it'll hurt you. To me it don't make sense. How are you driving, texting, and watching at the same time? Are you being safe? Do you have like a stand for your phone or something? Okay, you had me worried for a second. Are you the only one in the car? Unfortunately, they had the X button as jump in to pick up stuff, so sometimes you'll jump around it.
But clearly away from the rest of your clan. Did they send you here?
What do you know of the Dalish?
I have wandered many roads in my time, and crossed paths with your people on more than one occasion.
We are both of the same people, Solus.
The Dalish I met felt differently on the subject.
Can't you elves just play nice for once?
Well, that's pretty cool, Chip.
Hold on. We haven't much further.
Tell everybody I said hi.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's
So,
what you...
Varric is a
It's
storyteller
more
and
believable,
author,
less prone to result in premature execution.
and he's a rogue. Solus is like me, an elven mage, and Cassandra is a warrior and a seeker. She's like basically the original. That sounds like fun, Chip. Did she have fun?
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
But as I was saying, is Cassandra is pretty much like the original form of the Templars, and she seeks out the truth instead of power and whatnot.
Another rift!
We must seal it! Quickly!
They keep coming! Help us!
You don't have to play as just your person. You can actually switch between everybody. Like if I want to be Cassandra, I could. But only the Inquisitor can close those. Most of the time I will play as my character just because why not? So basically this is the level up screen. Apparently I'm still...
Rift is gone. Open.
Apparently I'm still in a battle.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
You can't
clear
save
for the moment.
nor level up in a
Well
battle.
done.
You have to wait
Whatever
until...
that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Who's still alive? Put your weapon up. I'm gonna say the game is glitched because she's not putting it up. That's awesome. We used to do that to my mom growing up. Just go with her just to get a lollipop. Well then. She won't put up her staff. I think the game glitched. Hopefully after this.
I will not have it.
Well, anyways. These are the attacks you get to choose from. Later on you get a specialization and your mark gets leveled up.
Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
So none of you are actually in charge here?
You killed everyone who was in charge! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own...
I'm gonna charge with the soldiers.
I say we charge. I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Reason being I chose to charge with the Seekers is because I'm gonna have her meet Colin. Usually I take the other route. But either way, it takes you where you're going. One route you'll meet Colin and the other one you won't until later. Is she able to watch this? Chip. Hold on, I'm gonna go do something real quick. See if that fixes it. There we go. We're no longer glitched. So basically this right here will put a barrier around you and make you protective. And then these empower that barrier. This dispels magic. And that causes your barrier to rejuvenate. This revives people. And that just draws magic from the Fade. This one can stagger people, but it doesn't always work. There's actually quite a bit of rifts.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoners' doing.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've lost a lot of people getting you here.
You're not the only one hoping that.
We'll see soon enough, won't we? The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
I guess that makes sense. But she can hear it though. In case you're wondering,
The Temple of Sacred
Colin
Ashes.
is a ex-Templar.
That is where you walked out of the faith, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Anyways, Colin is a ex-Templar, and he at first he likes mages, and then he mistrusts them because what happened at the tower, and then he has no problem with them again, and then he has a problem with them. So he don't really trust them, but he's willing to trust you. And being a mage, I can change his mind about mages.
Reach is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Colin has seen the worst side of mages and Templars, but he's also seen pretty good sides of
What
them.
are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
Red lyrium is what made the Knight Commander in Kirkwall
You know
Meredith
this
go
stuff
mad.
is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
Nice.
Someone help me!
The rock's pretty cool.
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Sure, you guys can guess by now, but the Fade is the spirit world. The elves call it the Beyond.
Now!
Are you scared of spiders, Chip?
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
So basically you can't hurt the monster until you disrupt the Fade.
The demon is vulnerable. Now! More coming through the rift.
These things can get annoying. They just sit there and follow you. Oh, he went away. When demons get too close to the Fade Rift will swallow them. Are you saying that this is better, or is Fade Dreamfall chapters better? And I kid you not. Uh-oh. I kid you not, the spiders in this game are pretty much like 10 times the size of the humans. That would be creepy to have in real life. Basically, we just gotta finish him off now. And we're still just in the prologue.
Now! Seal the rift! Do it!
I love how this game used the prologue for the tutorial instead of making you play through it with the tutorial. Oh dang, are you okay? I love the way I made her eyes. Those are pretty eyes.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Why are you frightened? What happened?
That's wrong, isn't it? I said the wrong thing.
I don't think so.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Cool thing about these games is they, each race has its own language. Someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case day 1. Clammy, shallow breathing, pulse overfast, not response, pulse dilated. Mage says her scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here just in case. I probably won't read all those because there's like a lot of them. I'll just make a video with codexes. But here's one of the staffs you get with the DLCs. Some of these are restricted to class. That one raises my defense a little bit. Probably go with that one. You can outfit the other people too. I'll probably do that one in a second when I can access them. Some of these are things you can sell, some of them are crafting items. Here's some of the stuff to craft. I'll be getting a lot more in a minute. They all think you're the Herald of Andraste. Herald means messenger.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard she was supposed to close it entirely. Still.
Oh my god, here we go with the jumping. Every time you try to pick something up, sometimes you'll jump.
I thought Seekers knew everything.
At least it was just a regular house spider. Nothing poisonous. Sounds good, dude. I'm just gonna collect the loot right now.
Still a lot of rifts left all over.
Just something to keep in mind, nobody's gonna talk to you until you go talk to Cassandra. And you can't go in certain places until you talk to Cassandra. As you tell, they got everything blocked.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
Chantry is pretty much like the church. I think I could compare the elven gods to like Greek gods probably.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
All these codexes you unlocked help your character gain knowledge. It also levels you up.
Have you gone completely mad? You should be taken to Valroyo immediately, to be tried by whoever becomes demand. I will not...
With these, you can't open them unless you're a rogue, but later on when you recruit a girl named Sarah, she's an elf, she can pick the locks for you. And you come back down here and get them. Or if you forget about them and don't do them, you can buy them later at a shop. Whatever's looted in there. That offers range defense. Looks like we're already ready to level up again.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
The breach is stable now. What more do you want from me?
We must try again.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this, before it's too late.
She looks pretty good in that coat. Kirkwall's off in the distance, the city of changes. Or chains. Hope that does it for the prologue. I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you guys on part 2. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, And if you have any comments, just leave them. Thank you.